Good afternoon, Dr. Atira and my friends. Thank you for attending this presentation. My name is Lakayi and I'm from 1B Section 2, Group 1. Let me start by saying a few words about my group. As you can see my slide that I'm showing this group assignment by Group California Girls. And here is my group member, which is Yiki, Weiqing, Zifang, Sui, and me, Kai. Our title is the concept of elasticity to address how much the quantity demanded responds to change in market conditions, such as price. This video is prepared only for educational purpose. Price elasticity of demand is the ratio of the percentage change in quantity demanded of a product to the percentage change in price. Computing the price of elasticity of demand, percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price means Q2 minus Q1 over Q1 divided by P2 minus P1 over P1. For example, let's assume the price of a cup of coffee is 6 ringgit 50 cents, and due to a price increase to 8 ringgit 50 cents, the quantity demanded decreases from 100 cups to 70 cups. So 6 ringgit 50 cents is P1, 8 ringgit 50 cents is P2, 100 is Q1, and 70 is Q2. Midpoint method means a superior method that offers the same answer regardless of the direction of change. And here is a formula. For example, suppose the initial price of gasoline is 4 ringgit 50 cents per gallon, and due to a price decreases to 3 ringgit per gallon, the quantity demanded increases from 1,000 gallons to 1,500 gallons. So 4 ringgit 50 cents is P1, 3 ringgit is P2, 1,000 is Q1, and 1,500 is Q2. Types of demand curve. First is demand is elastic. Second, demand is inelastic. Third, demand is unit elastic. Fourth, demand is perfectly elastic. And fifth, demand is perfectly inelastic.
Perfect inelastic demand means that there is no change in the quantity of the product demanded when the price changes. This means that the supplier can charge the price they want and people will still willing to buy the product. Perfect inelasticity demand elasticity equal to 0. Refer to the diagram, we will saw the price increase from P1 to P2 and P3. In fact, the quantity demand should not be changed without change in price according to the law of demand. But at times, in case of some essential commodities and emergency service, the demand will be perfectly elastic when price remain unchanged. Just an example calculation of price elasticity of demand. The initial price of insulin is 50 ringgit per cartridge and increased to 60 ringgit per cartridge. The quantity demanded is 150 cartridge. Even though the price has increased, the quantity demanded doesn't change. By using the price elasticity of demand, 150 minus 150 divided 150 cartridge and divided price 60 ringgit minus 50 ringgit divide 50 ringgit equals to 0. In this case, perfectly inelastic demand equals to 0. No matter how much the price changes, the quantity demanded still remain the same. Insulin is an example of product with very inelastic demand. Diabetics need insulin to manage their condition, and they may be less responsive to price changes because the alternative are limited. Total revenue in perfect elasticity of demand elasticity equal to 0. Let's consider an example to illustrate the concept. PR equals price multiple quantity. Actual situation, 50 ringgit multiple 150 equals to 7,500. For price increase, 60 ringgit multiple 150 ringgit equal to 9,000 ringgit. It means that total revenue rise from 7,500 to 9,000. In this scenario, perfect inelastic demand equal to 0, the total revenue will remain constant regardless of changes in price. Conclusion, as the price increase, the total revenue will increase proportionally. As the price decrease, the total revenue will decrease proportionally. Thank you.
Next, I will introduce inelasticity of demand. The condition for demand to be inelastic are that the price elasticity of demand is less than 1 and that the good is a necessity of life, such as rice. The principle of inelastic demand is that when the price rise or fall, the change in quantity demand is small. We have two equations to calculate the price elasticity of demand. For example, in a grocery shop, the price of soft drink increased from 2 ringgit to 3 ringgit and the demand decreased from 110 to 100 bottles. Calculate the elasticity of demand for soft drink. We use both equations to figure out that the answer is 0.2. The answer is less than 1, thus proving that soft drink is inelastic demand. Furthermore, from the calculation, we can see that increasing the price in case of inelastic demand will increase the revenue.
The graph shows unit elastic demand when elasticity equal to 1, when increase in price, decrease in quantity demanded. For example, a 20% increase in price leads to a 20% decrease in the quantity demanded. For example, the quantity of a pizza demanded rise from 1,000 to 1,500 units when the price increased for 1 ringgit 50 cents to 1 ringgit per unit. The price elasticity of demand for this product is approximately. We use method 1 for calculation. elasticity of demand equal to -1, it indicates unit elastic demand. Total revenues is equal to price times quantity. For unit elastic demand, price increase or decrease does not change the total revenue.
And my part is elastic demand, and I'm showing you the graph of elasticity is greater than 1. Elasticity is greater than 1. Note that a change in price results in a large change in quantity demanded. An example of products with an elastic demand is consumer durable. These are items that are purchased infrequently, like a washing machine or an automobile, and can be postponed if price rises. For example, automobile rebates have been very successful in increasing automobile sales by reducing price. Close substitute for a product affect the elasticity of demand. If another product can easily be substituted for your product, consumers will quickly switch to another product if the price of your product rises or the price of the other product declines. For example, beef, pork, and poultry are all meat products. The declining price of poultry in recent years has caused the consumption of poultry to increase at the expense of beef and pork. So products with close substitute tend to have elasticity demand. Total revenue is the total amount of your income that your company brings in from selling of products or services. And a small change in price will lead to a proportionately greater change in quantity. So the formula of total revenue is price times quantity. If the price increase, the quantity demanded and total revenue will decrease. Okay, how total revenue change when the price change? If a firm face elastic demand, an increase in the price leads to proportionately larger decrease in quantity. Thus, total revenue will decrease. In this case, when a price rises from 6 ringgit to 10 ringgit, causes the quantity demanded fall from 50 to 10. So the total revenue will decrease from 300 ringgit to 100 ringgit.
Now we are going to talk about perfectly elastic demand. Perfectly elastic demand occurs when we have a horizontal demand curve. So your price elasticity of demand is equal to the percentage change in quantity demanded divided by the percentage change in price. Now when you have a horizontal demand curve, that means you cannot change the price. So at any price above P, the quantity demanded is 0. At exactly P, consumer will buy any quantity. At any price below P, the quantity demanded is infinity. When you face a perfectly elastic demand curve, this slide will help you to remember that perfectly elastic demand. Here is example of perfectly elastic demand. The question is, corn at 8 ringgit per kilo, the quantity of corn at 10 kilo, and the demand increased to 20 kilo. Find the elasticity of demand. We can use the first method to calculate the answer and also can use the second method to calculate the answer. The answer will be infinity. So now we are going to total revenue. How to find the total revenue? The method is price multiple quantity is equal to the total revenue. So we can see that the total revenue will only change due to quantity.
In our summary, the law of the price of elasticity of demand states that an increase in price, it will reduce the quantity demanded. After then, for example of my group member that explained, we can learn about price of elasticity of demand can use these two formulas. The first formula is price elasticity of demand is equal to bracket Q2 minus Q1 divided by Q1 divided by bracket P2 minus P1 divided by P1. The second one formula is price elasticity of demand is equal to bracket Q2 minus Q1 divided by bracket Q2 plus Q1 divided by 2 divided by bracket P2 minus P1 divided by bracket P2 plus P1 divided by 2. The next one, if demand elasticity is less than 1, then demand is inelastic. If demand elasticity is equal to 1, then demand is unit elastic. If demand elasticity is more than 1, then demand is elastic. If demand elasticity is equal to 0, demand is perfectly inelastic. If demand elasticity is infinity, demand is perfectly elastic. In conclusion, I want to thank to my group members, Jifang, Iki, Weichi, Kimberly, to complete together our video assignment with me in a few weeks. Thank you for your listening.